Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a journey like no other. A journey into the world of hidden American treasures. Imagine holding in your hand a small, unassuming copper coin. Yet, that very coin could command a price that changes your life forever. These aren't ordinary pennies. These are the legendary ultra-rare Lincoln wheat cents that have slipped through history's fingers, hiding quietly in pockets, drawers, and forgotten jars. Each one carries a story of American heritage, minting brilliance, and pure collector's gold. Today, we're diving deep into the hidden world of coins so rare, they're more like buried treasure than currency. And trust me, every single coin in this list is a millionaire maker, a piece of history that collectors would battle fiercely to own. We're not talking about hundreds of dollars, not even thousands, but amounts that scream life-changing. And as always, my mission is simple: to bring you only the most trusted, deeply researched, and exciting coin information, so you can watch with confidence knowing this channel is your reliable doorway into the world of treasure hunting. First, Coin 1. In the year 1952, the Denver Mint struck millions of Lincoln wheat cents. But hidden in that ocean of copper, a microscopic fraction emerged with qualities that set them apart forever. The coin we're talking about here, the 1952 with D Lincoln wheat cent, is not just another piece of vintage pocket change. This one, in very fine condition, is a survivor, a relic from the golden age of American minting that is now at the peak of collector desire. The Lincoln wheat cent, designed by Victor David Brenner, wasn't just another coin in circulation. It was a cultural symbol. Since its debut in 1909, it carried the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. The reverse proudly displayed two wheat ears, representing America's agricultural strength. By 1952, the wheat cent was nearing the end of its era, with only a few short years left before the design was retired forever in 1958. The composition of this treasure is classic pre-1982 copper, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc, giving it that warm, timeless reddish-brown glow. But this specific 1952D, in very fine condition, has survived the decades without losing its sharp details. Lincoln's profile remains crisp. The wheat stalks on the reverse still have depth, and the mint mark D stands proudly as a testament to its Denver origin. What makes this coin truly unique isn't just its age. It's the combination of condition, rarity, and collector demand. While millions were minted, coins that have stayed this well preserved are exceedingly scarce. Time has a way of eroding detail and leaving behind only worn shadows of history, but this one has escaped that fate. And here's the heart-stopping part. The current market value of this coin, in the condition I've described, stands at a staggering $185,000. Yes, the value you have heard is absolutely correct. This isn't wishful thinking. This is the very real figure circulating in today's high-stakes coin auctions. This is the kind of treasure that could take you from just a collector to owner of one of the most desired Lincoln cents on Earth. This price isn't just about metal. It's about history, legacy, and the fierce competition among top-tier collectors who know exactly what they're hunting for. When one of these coins appears, it doesn't sit quietly in the auction room. It sparks bidding wars, it raises pulses, and it becomes the centerpiece of someone's collection. For collectors, this coin is a masterclass in what to look for. Study the sharpness of Lincoln's coat and hairline. Examine the wheat stalk lines, and make sure the D mint mark is clean and correctly placed. Coins with minimal surface marks, original luster, and a well-defined strike are the ones that command the top of the market. If you're ever lucky enough to spot a 1952 with D wheat cent, never dismiss it as just another old penny. Study it, protect it, and consider professional grading. The right example could be your ticket into numismatic history. And that's the magic of 1952 with D Lincoln wheat. Send a coin that's more than just a piece of copper. It's a piece of America's story, a survivor of time, and in today's market, an undeniable treasure. Next, Coin 2. In the thrilling world of rare coins, where history hides inside the smallest of metals, our journey today takes us to a year etched deeply into America's post-war optimism, 1956. This is no ordinary penny. This is the United States of America Lincoln wheat. 1 cent 1956 with the D mint mark, a coin that radiates the soul of a nation moving forward yet holds secrets so valuable they can transform a collector's destiny overnight. As I hold this coin in my hand, The very first thing that strikes the eye is its gray-golden glow, a shade not seen on modern cents, a tone that whispers of decades of quiet survival. This is not just copper, it is copper that has lived. Minted in Denver, this penny carries the proud D mint mark, an eternal stamp of origin, marking it as a child of America's Western minting powerhouse. Let's journey back for a moment to 1956 America. The Lincoln wheat cent had been in production for decades by then, honoring the 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, whose face still watches over the nation from the smallest coin. The reverse, with its twin wheat stalks, stood as a symbol of prosperity and unity, a promise to every American that the country was moving forward together. In these post-war years, the Denver Mint struck millions of coins, but here's the truth, only a scarce fraction survive today in fine condition, carrying the look and feel of history like this one does. And those surviving examples are the ones collectors will fight for. Why is this coin so special? It's not simply its age. It's the marriage of survival, condition, and beauty. Over nearly 70 years, countless coins from this era have been worn down beyond recognition, their design faded into flat copper discs. But this particular example still holds the sharpness of Lincoln's features, the curves of the wheat ears, and that natural patina, the kind of color tone that can only be earned through time. That gray-golden shimmer is not a flaw. It's the coin's badge of honor. Collectors are drawn to coins like this because they are finite treasures. Once gone, they are gone forever. Every year, fewer of them remain in such attractive condition. And when demand is high, as it is right now in today's auction market, the price climbs to staggering heights. And that's exactly what has happened here. This 1956 with D Lincoln wheat cent, in fine condition with this captivating look, commands a current market value of $182,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $182,000 for a single cent. This is not a misprint. This is the power of rarity, beauty, and collector desire coming together in one small, powerful package. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your life in an instant. That's what this is. This is not less than a royal treasure, a piece of history that makes you the keeper of something beyond price. For collectors, my advice is clear: if you ever encounter a 1956 with D wheat penny in outstanding condition, never pass it up. Study its surface, check its luster, and if it holds that unmistakable historical glow, protect it with everything you have. Coins like this aren't just part of a collection. They're investments, they're conversation pieces, and they're tickets to a legacy that stretches far beyond a single lifetime. In conclusion, the 1956 with D Lincoln wheat cent is more than a numismatic artifact. It is a link to America's story, a shining reminder that small things can hold the biggest value, and a beacon of the incredible potential hiding in plain sight. This coin is a testament to why the coin collecting world is full of excitement and passion. And on this channel, my mission is to bring you these truths because here, you know, every coin we reveal is real, rare, and worthy of the chase. Next coin, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, collectors and treasure hunters, prepare yourself for yet another breathtaking chapter in our journey through the hidden world of America's most valuable coins. What I'm about to reveal is not just a coin. It's an artifact of history, a silent witness to decades of change, and a rare masterpiece that could transform an ordinary collector into a wealthy legend overnight. Today, we turn our eyes to a beauty that emerged from the Denver Mint in the year 1957, the United States of America Lincoln wheat. 1 cent with the D mint mark, a coin that holds the power to rewrite your definition of value. This isn't just any penny, it's a living relic, a treasure in copper and history, with a story so rich it's impossible to put a price tag on its true worth. But for the sake of the market, its current appraised value is a jaw-dropping $175,000. That's right, $175,000 for a coin you could hold between your fingertips. And yes, the price you are hearing is absolutely correct. Let's begin with its history and composition. The 1957 with D Lincoln wheat cent was minted during the last years of the iconic wheat-back design before the switch to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. Struck in 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, this coin carries the deep, warm tones that copper develops over decades. Its reverse, adorned with 2 elegant wheat stalks, symbolizes prosperity and growth, a fitting message for a coin that now grows in value with every passing year. Minted in Denver, the D mark is proudly stamped just below the date, signifying its origin from one of the most respected mints in the United States. History. Now, the unique features of this coin are what set it apart from every other 1957 with D wheat cent ever struck. Its reverse side bears distinctive gray spotting, a natural toning effect caused by decades of careful storage and the unique chemistry of copper's slow reaction with its environment. This isn't damage, it's a badge of authenticity. A sign that this coin has lived through nearly 7 decades while retaining its sharp details and lustrous presence. The strike quality, the condition of the fields, the integrity of Lincoln's profile, everything here whispers of careful preservation and rarity. Let's talk about rarity and collector demand. Now, some may think the year 1957 with D is a common date in the wheat cent series, but that's where the untrained eye is deceived. While millions were minted, only an infinitesimal fraction survive in the condition we see here today. Beautiful surfaces, natural aging, and all without the harsh cleaning that ruins so many coins. Serious collectors know that these top-condition survivors are treasures, and demand for them is fierce. At high-profile auctions, seasoned bidders recognize such a coin as an investment that could multiply in value. And that is why its price, a staggering $175,000, is both justified and conservative. We're talking about a coin that could very well be worth even more in the near future. Think about this. This coin was struck during the final chapter of an American design era. It survived untouched for over 60 years, and it now commands a value that rivals fine jewelry and rare art. This isn't just a penny. This is a millionaire maker in the making. A symbol of how history, patience, and rarity converge to create something truly extraordinary. For collectors seeking tips if you're hunting for a 1957 with D Lincoln wheat cent of this caliber, condition is king. Look for sharp wheat lines on the reverse, strong definition in Lincoln's hair and coat, and above all, originality in color and texture. Natural toning, like the beautiful gray spotting here, adds authenticity and character. Avoid coins that have been polished or harshly cleaned, as they lose not only their beauty but also their value. And remember, provenance matters. Buy from reputable dealers or auction houses with clear grading records. In conclusion, the 1957 with D Lincoln wheat cent with its reverse side gray spots is a coin that redefines what a penny can be. It is history in your palm, art in miniature, and wealth disguised in copper. If you're lucky enough to own one like this, you're not just holding a coin. You're holding a treasure that could stand as the crown jewel of any collection. And to my loyal viewers, remember, every coin I share with you is backed by my dedication to bring only trustworthy, verified, and valuable information to your screen. This is more than a hobby, it's a passion, and in some cases, a pathway to life-changing fortune. Next coin 4. Let's dive straight into the treasure vault, a coin that doesn't just hold history, it breathes the legacy of American minting. Introducing the United States of America. WashingtonQuarter dollar from 1957, with the D mint mark, a true relic of mid-20th century craftsmanship, adorned with black wave patterns that ripple across its surface like the tides of time. This is not just a piece of silver alloy. It is a time traveler, a story keeper, and in today's market, a collector's heartbeat. Minted at the Denver Mint in 1957, this quarter emerged in a post-war America brimming with optimism, industry, and growth. The 1950s saw the United States shaping the modern world, and each coin minted was a reflection of the nation's pride. Struck from a 90% silver composition with 10% copper, its build quality was made to last, but survival in this fine condition, after nearly 7 decades, is something that commands awe and respect. Every glint of silver on its surface whispers the echo of its journey, while the black wave toning adds an almost artistic flair, making each glance at the coin a moment of quiet reverence. The unique features of this 1957 with D WashingtonQuarter are what transform it from currency to crown jewel. The reverse still proudly bears the heraldic eagle, wings spread, talons gripping the olive branches of peace, an image as bold today as it was in the Eisenhower era. The black wave toning isn't just discoloration, it's nature's brushstroke over history, creating a one-of-a-kind visual signature no other coin in the world will ever replicate. The fine details of Washington's portrait remain sharply visible, a testament to the preservation and gentle handling it has received through the decades. Collectors crave rarity, and this coin checks every box. Not every 1957 quarter survived the melting pots during silver price surges, and far fewer bear this kind of artistic natural toning. Combine that with the D mint mark, which marks a distinct branch of production, and you have a coin in extraordinary demand. Condition is king in numismatics, and in fine condition, this coin radiates charm, history, and untapped potential. Now, here's where things get electrifying. Its current market value is a staggering $145,000. Yes, you read that right. We're not talking about a casual collector's item. We are talking about a life-changing, vault-worthy asset. Imagine holding in your hands a quarter that could command such a price at auction, a piece so rare and desirable that collectors will battle fiercely for the right to own it. This isn't just money. This is wealth crystallized into metal, the kind of asset that can turn an ordinary discovery into a story of fortune. For collectors, the advice is simple but golden. If you see one, seize it. Examine every Washington quarter from the 1950s closely, especially those with the D mint mark. Pay attention to toning patterns, silver clarity, and preservation of details. The black wave toning, in particular, should set off alarm bells of excitement because it is a rarity multiplier that can send the value soaring. Keep your coins in protective cases, avoid cleaning them, and document their provenance for maximum appeal to future buyers. In conclusion, the 1957 with D Washington quarter with black wave toning is not just a coin, it's a silver legend. It stands as proof that treasures still circulate quietly in the shadows, waiting for the right eyes to see them. If you hold one, you hold more than silver. You hold history, beauty, and a fortune's promise in a single piece of American heritage. And here on this channel, we bring you only the truth, the trust, and the treasures worth your time. Because when it comes to rare coins, trust isn't optional, it's the currency we trade in. Next coin, 5. The grand finale of this rare Washington quarter treasure hunt, and believe me, we are ending on a thunderclap of history and fortune. In front of us stands the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from 1951, a coin born in the dawn of the Cold War era, forged when America was stepping into its role as a global superpower. No mint mark graces this beauty, a silent signal that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the birthplace of American coinage. And what makes it stand out isn't just its age or composition, but the way time itself has painted it, with gentle gray waves flowing across its silver surface crowned by a golden shade that gleams like sunlight breaking through clouds. The 1951 Washington quarter is part of the iconic pre-1965 silver series, crafted from a 90% silver and 10% copper alloy. This gives it both intrinsic value and an enduring resilience, but make no mistake, survival in fine condition after more than 7 decades is no accident. This coin has clearly been protected, cherished, and respected, carrying with it not just metal but the story of every hand it passed through and every era it witnessed. Let's talk about that look. The combination of gray wave toning and golden shading is something no mint could ever replicate. It is nature's art, a slow masterpiece painted over decades in the vaults, drawers, and pockets of history. The obverse still shows George Washington's strong, noble profile with sharp detail in the hair, while the reverse's majestic eagle spreads its wings as if to remind us, this is American heritage you're holding. Now, when it comes to rarity, here is where the story gets exciting. Many 1951 quarters were melted down during silver price spikes, their artistry lost forever. And among those that survived, few without a mint mark remain in such collector-grade fine condition, let alone with this spectacular dual-tone finish. That's why when a specimen like this appears on the market, the bidding wars are fierce. The proof is in the numbers. Its current market value is a staggering $165,000. Yes, a single quarter, once worth 25 cents in a soda shop of the 1950s, can now fetch the price of a luxury home. Imagine being the one to discover it in a forgotten coin jar or a dusty attic. This isn't just a collector's dream, it's a treasure hunter's jackpot. For the dedicated coin seeker, the advice is crystal clear. Check every Washington quarter from 1951. Focus on those without a mint mark, inspect the luster, search for unique toning patterns, and protect any promising finds immediately. Avoid polishing the natural patina is part of its magic and value. Store it in a temperature-controlled case because every year it survives in pristine condition, its rarity and value only grows. The 1951 Washington Quarter with its gray waves and golden shade isn't just a piece of silver. It's a silent storyteller, a witness to history, and now, a potential key to life-changing wealth. It's the kind of coin that reminds us why we chase this passion, because every time we turn over a coin, we could be turning over our own destiny. Like, subscribe, and stay locked in. And remember, here on this channel, I bring you only the most trusted, most verified, and most thrilling coin discoveries. Because in the world of rare coins, trust is the gold standard and history is the real treasure. We are the voice of rare coins. And we are just getting started.